What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? Check it out without a doubt. Hey, the connection between Diddy and Prince Andrew. Oh man, why Jay-Z could be Nate's and all that good stuff. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I got to see this bad boy.
So let's get into Virginia Giuffre's unaired interview footage, shall we? This obviously was airing last night as discussed, and it was a lot more controversial than we think. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video where Panorama guys aired Virginia's previously unseen interview relating to Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. The fall of Prince Andrew is the name. This man is just continuously facing so many different types of L's. In the previously unseen interview, Virginia said, guys, that Ghislaine tells me that I have to do for Andrew what I do for Jeffrey, and that made me sick. I just didn't expect it from royalty. I didn't expect from someone who people look up to and admire in the royal family. Andrew, of course, was accused of doing XYZ, as we know. Speaking in the interview, Virginia said he knows what happened. I know what happened, and there's only one of us telling the truth. She went on to accuse Maxwell of actually being more sinister than Epstein in some aspects. Virginia claimed that Maxwell took pleasure in the fact knowing that you were highly uncomfortable and that you were feeling sick to your stomach and that you were going through pain, and that Ghislaine Maxwell actually loved this. And they spoke about the fact that Beatrice and Eugenie and the fact that they were at, the 18th birthday party of them were all when they were very young. Virginia also claimed that she was engaging in an orgy allegedly involving Andrew and 8 other girls. She also claims to have slept with Andrew on Epstein's private island when she was 17. So a lot more was basically mentioned about this sickening, disgusting orgy, but this is one of many that, Andrew has been accused of. Not only that, but it also was revealed today that in 2000, Andrew threw a 39th birthday party for Ghislaine, which was also attended by Epstein, Robert Jobson, and a few others. Afterwards, the cleaners, the staff of Queen Elizabeth's house in Sandringham, found sex-enhancing poppers, condoms, lubricant in bathroom on the estate, Jobson claims in this new book. This was nothing but a straightforward shooting weekend, Andrew explained in his interview, that ended up being a disaster, but in actual fact there was so much more that was found. So Virginia's unaired interview footage was discussing more so Ghislaine and how much that she is a creep, and that she had to perform an orgy with 8 other random girls who all looked under 18 for Andrew. What a disaster. Where, I'm not really sure, perhaps it was on this island where they could do whatever they wanted to do. But what the cleaners found after this party, of course, I would imagine was another orgy, was all of these lubricant and condoms. It very much reminds me, guys, of P. Diddy and the lifestyle that this man ran. These men were basically sex addicts, freaks, to the point where they wanted those who were young, minors, or, those who are close to 18 because they are easier to control. In many of the lawsuits, it's been described that Diddy had lubricant, he had baby oil everywhere, and that he had these kind of enhancing related stuff, 2C substances, drugs, and that Andrew actually himself also had this baby oil, that he had this lubricant, and that all of this was being used. They're all just complete sex addicts, guys, and I just find it such an interesting parallel that P. Diddy was playing the same game as Andrew, and now both of them, well, more so Diddy is of course stuck behind prison, but I think that Andrew will end up going down that path. I think that he will end up in prison. I think an investigation will take place, a trial will happen. All of this would unravel in the next 5 years. Both sex addicts to a whole new level, and both of them were slipping, diving, and jumping up in lubricant, baby oil, and I think it's just disgusting that these men got away with this for so long, but rather they should be locked away. And I think that this will happen to Andrew. This is just a scandal that is never going to finish, and I wanted to open the video with not only the unaired footage of Virginia, but also what is happening to this documentary that everybody watched in UK and London last night, and the fact that Ghislaine is being dragged into this even more so, and how it parallels to Diddy. I keep referencing Whitney Webb's journalist article about how she relates the two oligarchs of Epstein and Diddy, and how they're both actually the same. They're connected and they basically work for the same people, because the people that Epstein worked for is also related to people who monopolize and own industries that basically Diddy was a slave for. So they both really work for the same people. And that article I keep referring to because it really makes you look at things from a bird's eye view. And I think that small instances like this, where Andrew was using baby oil and it was found via staff, is so similar to Diddy doing the same stuff. Both of these people, I feel like, became sex addicts because they were SA'd when they were very much young. And this form of, sex is used as a form of power and control to a point that inevitably leads you down a dark tunnel that is a dead end in their careers, in their lives. People who were so powerful at one point, Andrew and Diddy, and they basically had everything for them. A prince, a man who's a billionaire, for goodness sake. They could run around and do whatever they want, go to different islands and, collect tapes and collect pictures and etc., are both now completely on the floor, powerless, in jail, or this person or Andrew losing all of his royal titles. Two such similar men who became delusional in the power that they were given. Andrew was so dumb enough to meet Epstein in New York publicly because he thinks that because he's a royal member, he can get away with stuff. Same with Diddy and everything that he was doing to Cassie and multiple other people. He thought that he could get away with all of this stuff. So make no mistake, what is happening to Andrew right now, very similar to what was happening to Diddy as of last year. And I think that Andrew will also follow suit and be behind closed behind bars, in a jail. Both of these people working for a network, and they decided to just push them away. And it is a reminder to any one of these men in the industry who might be a billionaire or might just be powerful, that you can be cut off as well. You can be punished as well. It can very well happen to you. And the reason why I say that is because if we look at the Jay-Z litigation, it's been revealed in the recent filings, guys, that Jay-Z's team was basically trying to harass the alleged son, allegedly. Lily Coley is claiming repeated motions of frivolous and harassment, and she argues that simply defending herself and Ramir is a right to due process. Her early request for a restraining order sought to stop Jay-Z's team from taking further legal action against her while she gathered all missing documents, because she claims that Jay-Z hid evidence that he had a son. And according to new filings, Lily Coley claims that Jay-Z's attorney only submitted 18 out of 135 pages from the original New Jersey court record. The reason why I'm bringing this whole stuff in with Jay-Z and Ramir is because I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if one of Jay-Z's ops or masters wants to put a battery in Lily Coley's back and obviously charge her and help her and assist her with this case. Very much similar to how people did that to help Cassie when Diddy went up against Diageo. When you've got Andrew, of course, going up against Virginia because he helped Epstein, people are going to help Virginia. This is how it works to help bring down that person and punish them, is that potentially this could also be something that could be happening to Jay-Z. It might not even be the Ramir stuff. It could be something else, but I see a parallel here. You have powerful people, and when they have problems, the people that are meant to be on your side will help your will help your opponent. That's what they would do to expedite your downfall, or just expedite a punishment, not even a downfall, just to humble you, because they don't like the fact that you're just getting too powerful. You might have done everything right for them, you might have pleased them, but you are becoming too rich. You have too much money. You are accepting way too many deals. What is going on? A lot of these people in the industry are there for a reason. They've been placed there. None of them are radicals, and so therefore they have to please people. They can't do too much. They're not allowed to do too much. Makes you think, doesn't it? Go to Whitney Webb's article. That in itself has opened my eyes to a whole new level. And I spoke about it, I think 5 months ago, but I'm still speaking about it because I think it was just so iconic. I don't think that she's done a part 3 to it, but if she does, I will cover it. I will leave the link in the bio below to Whitney Webb's article, because a lot of you guys might be thinking, well, Murad, you're jumping from 1 to 3 topics. How does this all relate? All of it is related. Bird's eye view, guys. Bird's eye view. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
Man, that dude, Jay-Z. I'm trying to put this more toward the Jay-Z. So let's hit this right here.
A Jay-Z hearing. Am I hearing this correctly?
A Jay-Z
hearing.
A
Jay-Z hearing. Sean Corey Carter. Mm-hmm. A hearing is taking place in the matter of Lily Coley, an individual, versus Sean Corey Carter on December 3rd at 1:30 p.m. Is this not a day before this man's birthday? Hey guys, it's Marab Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Subscribe to the channel and let's get straight into this video. Daily and consistent content. Jay-Z is officially, facing a hearing for something that he initially wanted to not deal with. He wanted this to completely disappear, but it looks like the Unaired case has stepped up to a whole different level where he will now be in court December 3rd. So this is in regard to the reconsideration regarding the plaintiff's motion for reconsideration. The court has set a hearing. This is in relation to the restraining order, the temporary restraining order, which is what Lily Coley is discussing here and arguing about. And initially it did not go through, and there was a win for Jay-Z, but now there's been a reconsideration for it, and that is taking place December 3rd. And so we're going to find out, guys, if the judge is going to grant this or not to Judge Garnett, taking place in courtroom 5C. Yeah. Who, Lord have mercy. United States District Court, Central District of California. So it looks like this is taking place, guys, in California. This isn't happening in New York because this isn't based in New York. This is the state that this was filed in. And so we're going to find out what Jay-Z is going to go through, whether this is going to be granted or not. More money, more problems for this man. He's already facing 3 fresh new lawsuits, financial lawsuits, just in the past week. And now the Lily Coley Unaired stuff is creeping up once again for him. So it looks like Lily Coley filed a motion on October 28th. The ruling denied her emergency request for a temporary restraining order. Coley claims the court based its choice on an incomplete set of documents, and according to her filing, Jay-Z's attorney submitted only 18 out of 135 pages from a New Jersey court record, which she says misrepresented the situation. In her motion, Coley argued that the omitted pages included a recent modification application filed by Jay-Z's legal team in New Jersey. She believes this proves the state-level case is still active and should have influenced the federal court's decision. The court overlooked many key facts. She also wants the chance to include the full set of documents and have her request reconsidered. So the fact that now she's going to be coming apparently with a full set of facts that have been overlooked and documents and important pieces of information. Jay-Z's team, Mr. Alex Spiro, it looks like you guys got to be locked in again to deal with stuff like this, because once again this could lead to something quite serious if a temporary restraining order is granted and it goes against Jay-Z, and he doesn't want to deal with stuff like this the days before his birthday, guys. He doesn't want to deal with this. Offset. I want to talk about Offset because this guy is facing major debt crisis. He's been slammed, guys, with the 2.3 million tax bomb during Cardi B the divorce with her. 2.3 million tax nightmare, guys, and it's going to continue to unravel in court and across headlines. According to filings obtained by US Weekly, the Atlanta rapper was hit with a fresh lien from the Internal Revenue Service, IRS. That brings his total tax debt, guys, to a staggering 2.3 million that he needs to pay. Outside of this, guys, Offset was just sued by a security guard for assault battery. He's being sued for an alleged altercation at a dispensary, with the security guard claiming the rapper attacked him. Jim Sanchez is suing the rapper, saying that he was a security guard who was working back in March when Offset and his friends allegedly came to the store. In the lawsuit, Sanchez claims he asked Offset to show ID, which he says set him off completely, became hostile, verbally confrontational, and physically attacked plaintiff by striking him on the face. Several people with Offset then piled on to further assault and batter him. So this looks like a clear-cut case, because apparently there's going to be footage as well, and this person suffered headaches, neck pain, and had paramedics that took him to the hospital. So Offset, you're in big trouble because you got a 2.3 million tax lien on your head to pay up, and you're going through this divorce with Cardi B, and you've also now been sued as well, and that man is coming for damages, and apparently they have footage as well. So that's a done deal for you. These celebrities, guys, they're so aggressive and hostile to service workers, and it pisses me off. Whether you are the biggest celebrity, whether you are an influencer with 100,000 followers, they have as if they've got something up their arse, and the way they're so rude to security guard, people that are parking their cars for them, you're ordering a drink, food, they're just so rude to them, so hostile to them, and they think that they can just put their hands on them because they have this abundance of wealth and fame. And I'm glad that these people are fighting back. Any celebrity that touches you, call your lawyers and make their life hell as far as I'm concerned. And I'm glad that this man is doing it, because way too many lawsuits we be reading, guys, of just celebrities acting weird. Just celebrities doing celebrities doing the most for no reason. That's crazy. Meek Mill, guys, was arrested. Can we talk about this, please? Because in the last 24 hours, he has tweeted about people trying to get him and that, you know, somebody's after him. What had happened was...
Meek Millie!
What happened?
Is that somebody had reported there was a firearm present and it matched the license plate of his car. So therefore the police arrested him and 2 friends, searched all 3 of them, couldn't find the firearm, possibly, you know, was a lie, we don't know, and all 3 of them were allowed to go free right there and then. They weren't taken back into the cell, into custody. So I felt like Meek Mill was being a bit dramatic here when they arrested him. Yes, it can be embarrassing that you were arrested and pulled over in front of people, but clearly somebody reported that you had a firearm in your car because they reported the license plate and it matched the car. So one of your friends is who you need to be checking, rather than you tweeting they just pull me out of the car and cuff me in front of the whole club. Embarrassed. I'm not scared to go outside without a gun. They had guns in my face. They're trying to get me, ... I thought it was something really serious. As if, like, you know, he was being held captive, but he was allowed to go free later on that night. And it seemed to have just been some kind of misunderstanding via the police. But, you know, that's what people are saying. They're saying free Meek Mill on the street. Can you just imagine you're going to a whole club and everybody's screaming free Meek Mill? Like, it's a lot for you to go through, and, you know, it's definitely very intense to just be arrested like that. Like, so I can imagine and understand why he was the way he was. Now, randomly, but I haven't spoken about this before, but Kayla Nicole, who was Travis Kelce's ex, who is currently dating Taylor Swift right now, she's throwing some heavy shade. She went as Toni Braxton, guys, for the big October holiday, and in revealing the fit on her Instagram page, she sure made it seem like it was a shot at her former man and new fiance. The song He Wasn't Man Enough to unveil the costume, all while she created a portion of the song's iconic music video. The specific lyrics that she used was, "Do you know I dumped your husband, girlfriend? And do you know he begged to stay with me? He wasn't man enough for me." It didn't take long, guys, for everybody to be, you know, connecting the dots. And I'm here for it, because this is slick shade. It's playful shade. It's shade that you got to rewatch, you know, a couple of times to really understand that it really can, you know, penetrate you. And I just feel like, you know, Taylor Swift's fans have made her life hell. And I don't believe that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are going to last. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. That man is going to mess up one way or another. I feel like there are going to be cheating rumors in the next 3-4 years. Something's going to happen and it's going to be developed. And I don't want Taylor Swift to be the Khloe Kardashian where she just stands up for a man who does stuff like that. But if that goes down that road, you damn well know she's coming out with an album and making money from it. Hey guys, why am I doing the intro again? Subscribe to the channel, guys. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. Do send a tip if you guys wish to. There's a $sign there. It goes a long way. And I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
So there you have it, folks. Oh my gracious. Why all these celebrities? Jesus, it's like all the celebrities are getting in trouble. There's another one for Drake. Drake is in serious trouble. Class action lawsuit. Something straight. Oh my God. It's 8 more minutes, man. Let's do this one too. This is a 3.
Guys, something bizarre is
Triple
happening
whammy
with Drake. There is a brand new class action lawsuit that has Drake's face written all over it.
Damn.
Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get straight into this video. Another day, guys, another lawsuit, because for some reason litigation is what we do now. Because there's so many lawsuits coming out, and this one has Drake's name all over it. Very bad PR and press for him, but I want to read between the lines of what I think is really going on. So Spotify, guys, have been accused of ignoring billions of fake Drake streams. So apparently half of the streams that Drake has been getting on Spotify are all fake, or man-made or created. The rapper RBX is suing Spotify after the streamer platform supposedly ignored bots and fake users boosting Drake's streams. The rapper has accused Spotify of streaming fraud after alleging that well-known rapper that Drake benefited from billions of fake streams and he's not as big as he thinks he is or people think he is on Spotify. The lawsuit alleges that from January 2022 to September 2025, Drake's songs were boosted by billions of fraudulent streams created by fake users and bots. Whilst Drake himself hasn't been accused of any illegal activity, RBX and his lawyers have said that these fake streams have caused hundreds of millions of dollars in damages. RBX is an American rapper whose government name is Eric Wayne Collins, and he is featured on Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg's albums whilst being also on Death Row Records, which I think tells us a lot. The suit, which was filed on Sunday the 3rd of November with the court in the Central District of California, claims that this mass-scale fraudulent streaming causes massive financial harm to legit artists, songwriters, producers, and other right holders. The lawsuit claims that Spotify didn't stop bots from inflating Drake's streams, who is one of the most listened to artists on the platform, with over 18 million monthly listeners. The fraudulent streaming activity is evident in the lawsuit through data analysis, which claims that Drake's songs accumulated far higher total streams than any other artist. The platform pays its creators via a royalty system. Therefore, if an artist is purposely boosting their streams, they would take more money from the revenue pool. So this is a lawsuit against Spotify for the fact that, they're faking these streams, they're allowing these fake streams to take place. This doesn't accuse Drake of any ill will, any illegal behavior, and it states that in the article. So why is Drake's name plastered all over with frontline images on big hit piece articles that are coming out on this? And why is it only Drake that for some reason his streams are much more higher? His streams are paid to be fake. It's no other artist that has a considerable high amount. It's Drake. Why is that taking place? Also, why aren't record labels named in this lawsuit or in these articles? Why are you naming an artist who you admit in the article that it's been written that he didn't do anything? Why is his name listed there when this is more so Spotify aiding and allowing fake streams to be on their platform? This Rolling Stone article that has come out is by a writer who's called Nancy Dillon, and I just feel like Nancy Dillon is known for specific agendas, and I feel like Rolling Stone are known for putting out hit pieces that can be seen as smear campaigns. Spotify are the ones getting sued. Why are they using Drake's image? It's interesting because I do believe that the journalist behind this article, Nancy Dillon, is the main one who also reported on the Tory and Meghan case as well. And to me, it just smells like Rock Nation tactics. That, Rolling Stone are the only ones coming out exclusively with this. They're painting Drake to be XYZ. And since Drake went up against UMG, I said this here on my channel myself when that lawsuit was going down, that this man is making bigger enemies that he can take on. Don't try act like you're the superhero because you're the #1 rapper and that you can take on anyone and everything and it's going to be okay because you can do so. You're powerful. That ego that a man has is literally you digging your grave. Same thing that happened to Diddy when he thought that he could go up against Diageo, and that all completely failed. And I felt like since Drake went up against UMG and that lawsuit got dismissed, he's been facing so many lawsuits in the past 6 months. 2 gambling lawsuits alone have just happened. Then you've got the whole situation with Kendrick, and that also got dismissed as well, and he's trying to appeal it, and the embarrassment from that, and now his name is being plastered everywhere for these fake streams that are going on via Spotify, and they're putting his name there. They're writing about Drake to let us see from the naked eye that, oh wait, Drake is fake. Drake ain't that big. Look at these fake streams. Because a lot of people don't read their sources. They just look at what's going on online and they keep on scrolling because everybody has the memory of a fish at this point. So therefore they...
Oh my God. Got him. Got him. A memory of a fish. Well, how do you know how long like an elephant can remember for a long time? How they know that? How they know a fish memory is not that short? Drake should have just took his loss, man. The guy made a better song than I did, the diss track or whatever. Nah, he want to make a big deal out of it. So
Drake
that's
ain't that
crazy.
big. Look at these fake streams. Because a lot of people don't read their sources. Yep. They just look at what's going on online. And
you can have one fake stream and everybody saying that one streamer is fake. And then that just collapse your whole streaming joint. Yeah.
And they keep on scrolling because everybody has the memory of a fish at this point. So therefore, they don't want to read and look into articles and read the sources, read their credentials, who wrote the article. People don't want to do stuff like that anymore. They don't want to run by sources by a third or fourth. That's what we used to do. When I was growing up in school and I was learning history, in order for us to look at a source, we had to look at different sources that would correlate with it. For some reason now, it doesn't happen anymore unless we see video footage. Everything else, we just so are easy or quick to believe. And it really is crazy how we as humans move with our mind when we look at stuff. The reason why I'm talking about that is not that I want to go off on a tangent, but that we should read stuff like this and read between the lines. Drake has a lot of enemies, and I feel like this man is in trouble, and I feel like it's only going to get worse for him because he decided to go up against UMG and Lucian Grange, and by you doing so, they put you as a main target, and now they're going to keep on coming for you. You can still get your #1 songs, but even that is going to be a lot more difficult now than before. And also with Nicki Minaj ranting away, especially against Jay-Z, it just causes more issues for you guys, more enemies, because back in the day, we used to have people like Jay-Z, Nicki, Kendrick, Drake. They all used to be collaborating on, songs together, for goodness sake. We used to get hits on hits. Now, none of that is ever going to happen. And Drake just, to me, keeps on losing in these lawsuits. Drake is the one that's collecting the L's. Drake is the one that's collecting these lawsuits. Drake is the one that's collecting these PR nightmares. It's not just Jay-Z, guys, that is collecting a lot of these lawsuits himself. He's got a hearing soon, December 3rd. It's not just him that now is getting all of this stuff. It's also Drake. And I feel like there is ammunition and motive and agenda behind it, because why suddenly now is there a correlation of lawsuits that you have suddenly accumulated over the past 6 months? Enemies are being made, and I feel like Drake needs to tighten up. He needs to play chess, and he needs to really work with the enemy in some kind of way, whatever his enemy is, to appease this, because it's only going to get worse, and you can't win this uphill battle, Drake. I just don't think that he can. Diddy lost it. Jay-Z will lose it if he wants to go up against it, but he isn't as of right now. And if Drake wants to play this game, look what's happening. Like this this class action lawsuit has your name written all over it, but really and truly, you're not accused of doing anything wrong. So why are these writers writing hit pieces on you? Why couldn't they have just said Spotify is aiding fake streams? Spotify Drake. Like, I just don't understand. Enemies are being made, Drake. Think carefully and twice about what you're doing, please. Let me know your thoughts out, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. That's all you guys have to do. It goes a long way. Do subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. Subscribe to the channels, man. Subscribe to your favorite YouTuber, man, if they putting out content that you like. That's very important, man, to help us grow. Look here, I'm going to get on up out of here, man. I don't know what in the world is going on with all these artists. It seemed like 5 years ago, you hear, every now and then you hear artists get in trouble or something. But once Diddy went to jail, all hell done broke loose on the music industry. Man, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.